Here we go.
What's up everyone, it's LaboreSangre here, and for today I've actually been experimenting a lot with Reno Rogue recently, and I've been surprised by how well I've done with it. Now keep in mind, I'm still not at a good rank, per se, so a lot of what I see isn't necessarily meta. It's a lot of decks of all sorts, but I've been really impressed by what this list can do. Now, this particular list was made by Rivendrick, and I believe the name is like this, Rivendrick Reno Rogue. I believe he's been playing around with it a lot, as well as other people who have given the archetype a try here and there, the Reno and Rogue. So obviously, defensive cards, we have like Backstab and Evis, even Flick on the top side, Seal Fate. A lot of good defense as well as Dark Iron Skulker. Now keep in mind, I am running a Nubarok. A Nubarok is completely a meme. His list ran Sonya. I do not have Sonya, and I do not feel like crafting Sonya at the moment. But if you had Sonya, definitely include Sonya. It was an original card in the list. I just opened a Nubarok the other day and needed a deck to fit him in, so I figured, hey, why not a Reno Rogue? So that's sort of the defensive package. We do have secrets like Ambush, Cheat Death, Dirty Tricks that combo well with a Hanar and get drawn and played by mad scientists, thinning our deck. Now Ooze, it's like the tech card of the month, as I said in the last video and recent videos. Very good against aggro, which should be common right now once I face normal opponents. And then we get into the value side of things, basically. We got our invokes, and this is where the value starts kicking off. Definitely loving Togwaggle. Loving the Togwaggle in this deck and how it just squeezes in there. It can draw you cards. You can get 3 cards for free, which are just always so amazing if you can pull a Dragon Queen. If you can go Tog and then draw 3 and to draw Galakrond and draw even more. Such a great card. You can get a big board and then get a free Loatheb. It's just insane what Tog can do. And if you're against like a Hunter or something, right, and you know that you don't have the cards left to save you, which is pretty rare, but if you're against something aggressive, and you have a little bit of health, but you just need to pressure them down, you can always go Crown and then just choose 2 random legendaries to threaten a lethal. So it's a lot of fun so far, and Dragon Queen, as well as like a flexible Shadow Step on it, or a Shadow Step on like a Zephrys or like Zoling something. The list is very flexible and curves out surprisingly well for not really having a 1-drop minion. So let's go ahead and get into some gameplay, see what performs against aggro, and just see what kind of matchup spread we play against and how we do against that. Now, I don't think this list is running Dirty Rat. Dirty Rat is like a common card to be run in Reno lists, but I don't know. I just haven't really felt it in the Rogue, and again, we're mostly going with a list that was made by Rivendrick, so mostly going with his list and keeping it as original. Like, this is one of the more updated versions of the particular list. Now, as far as some of the matchups I've had already with the deck, I did actually beat a Reno Mage with this. So don't doubt the value of this list. Like, don't doubt it because it doesn't have easy clears, doesn't have the Mage 4/6 Reno that Gatling guns down the minions. Definitely don't sleep on this deck. Betrayal, I'm actually thinking about keeping Sudden Betrayal. It's a little wild. It's going to be very good if it's like Quest Mage, decent if it's Secret Mage, just their minions will attack each other and my dagger will easily come through. So I'm actually going to keep Sudden Betrayal. I really love the card Sudden Betrayal. Defensive cards like that in Rogue have not really worked out because in Rogue you want cards that can be used as flexibility. If you're ahead on board, like a Backstab and Evis can get you further ahead, whereas this card is mostly just utilized if you're behind, right? If you're behind, or if your opponent's face racing for whatever reason. Face racing is like the only really other example of this card. If you're face racing and you have lethal, right, and they're going for lethal, you can play Sudden Betrayal and it'll just kill off his stuff, or you'll get the board back because they trade into their own stuff. Oh man, if I play this now, I'm not going to have a way to kill Flamewaker, but it might be better overall, we'll see. I'm supposed to go Wild Growth, even though, like, it's really just Wild Growth into Loatheb. I mean, Anno Companion is good for a turn, It's good if we get Huffer and kill maybe a Luna's that he plays, but I think overall the ramp's going to be better. If I can draw better stuff to ramp into. Like if I can draw Dragon Queen, draw a new Barak, something big, or maybe like Tog plus a Lackey. That would be perfect. Well, speaking of a new Barak, I mean, I really just wanted Dragon Queen, but a new Barak is a 9-drop, and I will take it. Also, speaking of a new Barak, I'm officially, not officially, memingly, I'm officially meming whenever I say this, but I'd love for Hearthstone to just change a new Barak to where it summons a 4/4 whenever it's played, right? Right now it's just a Death Rattle. But like with how little the card is played, I'm sure you could get away with making it a Battlecry too, right? Like 9 mana, 8/4, Battlecry, summon a 4/4, and Death Rattle. Death Rattle just seems a little slow if it's just Death Rattle. I think if it had the Battlecry, the card might actually be semi-viable. So Quest Mage is very spell-based, right? They can't really interact because they have like Flamewaker, and Flamewaker does nothing if you can't play spells. So I'm actually going to continue to slow him down a little bit. And I do have Dragon Queen too, actually, so we have some insane stuff in hand. Zola is a really good draw. It's almost making me thinking about saving Lothab, but what would be really insane is if we had like a Brand down, right? Like Brand into Shadowcaster. If I could have had the mana to jam a Brand down there first. Because in 2 of these, I play one of them on 7. Because now I have none, right? I could have played one of them this turn and then one of them on 7 and then coined Dragon Queen. We're just looking for the best line into Dragon Queen. Probably the best line is like Ziliax into this guy. Sudden Betrayal. I need to trade a little bit because he's 100% going to play Flamewaker now. Either Flamewaker or like a Discovered Flamestrike. Flamestrike Meteor, you know, some discovery of cards, but he should definitely have Flamewaker by now. So I am going to trade here so that the 2-drop doesn't stick. If we did run Dirty Rat, I mean, Dirty Rat is pretty insane with Flick. If he does something dumb and like Tempo's a Giant, maybe we can flick it and then Shadow Step it. I can also look for an Ice Block or look for a Counterspell off of a Hanar if we get there. So I'm definitely not out of options. Just trying to pressure him now. Mostly trying to pressure him now, and we'll get to the worst case scenario where I have to worry about him popping off with a quest and killing us. Dragon's Breath, oh man. So he's going to cheat out the 2/2 here. Yep, there's the Cyclone. Good news is he didn't get the Cyclone for free. Bad news is, we'll see. He wasn't he wasn't able to play out his hand. Also, holy moly. I mean, if I go Brand this, right, I can't quite get a Lothab this turn. I can just Zola, Lothab, play Lothab. Seems kind of fine. I mean, it's not as good as, oh man. This guy's so good, like Dark Iron. Dark Iron into Zola, Lothab. I could also Zola this guy and then go Dragon Queen, coin copy Dragon Queen. Okay, we're going to go for the nutty thing here. This isn't the responsible play, but that's the nutty play. Wait a second. I was thinking that this did the Shadowcaster. I was expecting to get a Shadowcasted copy, but that's not the way it works. Blast Wave, yeah. Wait, so he didn't have Flamewaker, right? He actually didn't have Flamewaker earlier. That's a really big rip for him. So now, go face. Jam this. Why would you play that? Not sure why you would play that. The good news is, though, he actually can't go face because we have Sudden Betrayal. If he tries to go face and smork us down with Quest, it might actually just make the minions attack each other. So maybe that's part of the reason why it's run in the deck, Sudden Betrayal. I mean, Quest Mage isn't a huge consideration right now, in my opinion. It's definitely gone down in levels to worry about it just because of the amount of aggro that's come about. It definitely feels like it's going down and down in like play rate just because of the sheer amount of aggro. I mean, it's so annoying to play Quest Mage against aggro is my opinion, my experience. He's got the quest. He played a giant. Now what's he going to do about it? Play 2 giants. So literally we win if he swings here, and never mind, we're dead. Echo of Medivh. The second one, by the way, it's the second one he got. He threw away the first one just for another sorcerers. And he got Molten Reflection. Jeez Louise. Feels bad, man. Wait, why did... Okay, but he couldn't play Quest, though. He couldn't play Quest. We have 4. So we have 9, 11, 12. I need 4 damage. A little less than 4 because we do have this. Oh my gosh. I can draw for Evis on this. I can invoke, but I have to invoke twice to draw more. Alright, well I have to do something right. I have to keep the plays going. The play is actually full look for the damage lackey here. Oh my, okay, wait. So this, here, here. Yeah, no, he's dead. No, easy. I didn't even have to get into, like, Bran Miscreant stuff. He's uber dead. Just couldn't get away with also playing. Like, guaranteed Shadow Weaver does this. I could have also gone for the Miscreant to get the deal 2 guys, which then do 4. Easy clap. Man, I thought that he was going to play Quest. I thought he had the mana to play Quest that turn, so I thought we were just toast. Happy with how that went. Now, we did get a little bit lucky there that he didn't get a Flamewaker going, because you should have a Flamewaker going at that point as a Quest Mage. Usually people jam it on 4 and it's insane. People jam it on 5 and it's insane. None of this stuff, really. Oh, wow. Untapped potential, huh? This is going to be fun. Is he utilizing the quest with Jade synergy? Man, if I could just get Bran into Tog or Bran into Alexstrasza, I'd really be cooking, and if I could do that. Spellstone already, okay. Definitely not the greatest Spellstone in the world as far as like what you're killing, but I love to see the Cheat Death that we pulled here. Cheat Death is insane. 1 mana Bran, exactly what we want. 1 mana Bran means like double Tog, it means double Alexstrasza. I just gotta decide what I have to go for. Have to decide what I have to go for and what I'm patient enough for, right? Like, maybe I can get away with going double Tog if this is more powerful. Maybe I just get away with going double Tog. But we'll see. Double Pounce is interesting. He doesn't have a hand. He doesn't really have a hand right now. How far is his quest, though? He's almost done with his quest, so... While he doesn't have a hand, if he has a Nourish, it'll refill his hand and ramp into mana. If he has Oasis Surger, he's power spiking. Okay, he did draw a card, but why did he choose armor first? He did choose armor first, right? No, okay, he went double card, sorry. I thought I saw armor. So yeah, he's just doing Jade. Loatheb stops the Nourish, it's really good. Can also Shadow Step it, like he's not going to kill it here. I'm going to leave it on, actually. Shadow Stepping the Loatheb is a little weird. He can play Surger, right? But Surger, I can't really just Shadow Step this, right? It's like his options are play Nourish and his options are play Surger. Those are like the 2 likely ones, right? He didn't have Surger, otherwise he would have played it there. Really wish I had Shadowcaster. Shadowcaster, I could go this guy. Shadowcaster and then coin a Loatheb and have another Loatheb. It would be GG, I win if I had Shadowcaster. But I can play Shadow Step. Wish Zeph costs 1 mana right now. I could go for an Edwin, but I just don't have it yet. So we're all in now, right? We're really trying to kill him now. I'll play Zeph next turn. I'll just go double spell here and then go Praise Galakron. Should have praised Galakron first. Jade's deal 2. Evis is deal 4. Damage is really adding up now, huh? We'll do this. It's cheap. Might get 2 swings with it. We really went to deal 2 Lackey, but it's okay. So Zeph, Savage Roar. Coin Evis. Dude, Loatheb hard shuts him out. Loatheb is so brutal. We definitely go for lethal here. What if we get Bloodlust, right? +3, +3, +3, +3. We have 8, 9, 11. Oh yeah, no. He's super dead here, right? Man is super dead here. Double Savage Roar is even more damage. Like, as long as Zeph is not dumb. Oh, he didn't let us have it, but yeah, we definitely had him there. What a weird game. We really just... Loatheb just hard shut him out there. Demon Hunter, hopefully he's odd, so it's the epitome of Demon Hunter in Wild. The modern epitome, at least. I mean, maybe there's a list that's better, but very, very doubtful. We're not facing the best Demon Hunter deck, but we'll see. See how this goes. Can easy dagger that down and not feel bad about it. Ooze is really good. Really glad he's playing 1 health stuff and not 2 health stuff. Because I guarantee you he runs the 1 mana 1/2. At least one of them. Dirty Tricks Blackjack, but I don't know. Kind of low value. I definitely never play Zephyrus here, and I don't want to play Ooze. I could just Shiv, attack that, go for the card. But I don't think that Zeph is going to give me that, right? Zeph is going to give me just some way to clear it, so I don't know. If I just double trade, then I can go Zeph into just a tempo card. I am going to take the tempo here. This is my curve, 5 into 6. Look for a 7, look for an 8, Dragon Queen win. Yeah, I'm just going for this guy. This is just really good and diverse of threats here. Don't get me wrong, Earth Elemental's insane. I highly doubt he has a way to remove it, but I'm going for the best play now. Because I could have gone, like, 5, 6, just dagger here. Dirty Trick's definitely going to help us here to curve. 6 of it, so it doesn't clear it. We're left with 1 health. Will he go ahead and preemptively trade is the question. He will. Yeah, makes sense. I can just dagger him down, right? Makes sense to just trade here. We're really ahead on board. Part of me is wondering if he's a Reno deck as well. If it's the Demon Hunter versus Rogue matchup with Reno. Okay, that's pretty good. Mana burn. At least it's not the Straws a turn, though. So yeah, that did help him come back a little bit, just because I can't play as much. Still definitely 100% holding on to that Ooze. I'm not going to hold on to it. Because, like, this is my 7. Or this is my 7 and this is my 8. Like, our plays are really fine. I don't really ever play Ooze, and I'm really happy about overall how my turn is. He just trades and then shoots it with Glavebound. Yep, that's Glavebound for you. So this is looking like a Ziliax. Flick can be saved. Ziliax is just super clean. So then next turn, I could have attacked here because next turn is probably going to be Flick, or it's probably going to be Kronks. So I could have swung in, played it out, redaggered. He'd be at 1 lower health. Well, his hand is garbage. He played a bunch of 1-drops instead of, like, a 7-drop, a bigger minion. Looking like Iron is pretty clean, and we can lay Bran for the Bran Dragon Queen, like, cleanup. We can definitely put him in the grave next turn with Dragon Queen Straza. He has to play Chaos Nova. Yeah, no, he's done. feel like you're going to need to slot him some wild cards and or craft a Baku if you really want to succeed with Demon Hunter and Wild. It's just the best way to do it right now with the Demon Hunter. Definitely keep Zeph. Shield is not exactly what we want. Have to be looking for Ooze or for Reno for just better things. I'm afraid it's Pirate Warrior, so that's why. Zeph Ooze. And it's not bad overall, actually. Not as good as having a Reno, not as good as having a Shadow Step, but overall, really can't complain. And he's doing nothing. What in the world? Is this actually not a Pirate Warrior? Is this like Dead Man's Hand, like Control, something like that? Either way, I'm happy to see it, that's for sure. So next turn, if he plays something, it's going to be Seal Fate, right? Like if he plays Acolyte, it's going to be Seal Fate. And then 5 is Ziliax. So I think we hold the dagger here. But if he doesn't play something, then I miss a damage. But I think I'm just going to hold it here. It's kind of funny. I really overthink whether or not to swing with dagger, right? I think like if there is a thing I overthink, it's specifically that. I can Seal Fate myself. It's weird, but it's a play. Ziliax is pretty tempo, or sorry, Zephrys is pretty tempo, but... So yeah, we could have done 1 more damage there. Could have done 2 if I would have played Lackey. Like, a lot of times, the 1 damage from Dagger, right? If you do manage to attack whenever you might have been not supposed to, it can lead to a victory, right? Interesting stuff. I'm going to play Lothab. If he has Dynamatic, he has Dynamatic. I don't expect him to have it. Can also go, like, cast this guy if he does nothing. So yeah, just get the Razor into play. Not really sure why he's going face here. Not exactly sure why he's doing that. So hear me out. I'm going to play this, but I'm not going to use it yet. Not going to use Lothab yet because I want to go Dragon Queen and then play it. What's next turn? Just Kronks. I think I play Kronks next turn. Just draw the card. It's not like I'm in a pressure. It's not like I'm in a bind to draw Galakrond. I'm not necessarily in a bind. Like if I had a really big play outside of that, I could do it. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. Okay. This is what he's playing. He's playing Recruit Warrior. Okay. So I think I need to play Lothab. So play Lothab, play this, look for a Hex or something, and hope to kill him before he can Woe Cleaver. Polymorph I'll take. So next turn is we need to do like as much damage as we can next turn. He has to have some minion here, and Warrior doesn't run a lot of 7 drops. Like 8 drops is like where Warrior excels when it comes to Recruit. Okay. I mean, he can play Lich King or something, right? But I think he's in trouble. I think he's in trouble here. So, 4 damage, 8 damage, 9, 10. A little short. I think we do like this guy into this guy. Does set up for a lot of damage. I will take Dagger, though. Yeah, there's the Cleaver, right? He has to get the Nutty Pull. He didn't even trade into the minion. I think he's accepted defeat. Yeah, he's accepted defeat. Well, okay, maybe... Oh, no. No. Why did the game let me do this to him, man? Why did the game let me do this? That's just rude. Because now he's going to feel bad about running Woe Cleaver. He's going to feel bad about running a cool list. A lot of respect to him for playing Big Warrior. Can we have more consistent win options than a Raza Priest is the question. I do like Tog. Maybe I should like Zeph, but not really in the Raza matchup. Like, the best thing Zeph can give me that I'm interested in is, like, an Earth Shock on, like, a Loot Hoarder or something. That's like the only reason I would keep it versus a Raza Priest. Now I know you can still say, you can literally say for as long as you want, like, it's Zephyrus. Why did you throw it? Yeah, sure. And that is true. I just know that the uses I'll get out of it, at best, it's an Earth Shock early. Mind games. Hey, that's information. He knows what I'm up to now, at least a little bit. Man, his list is gonna be about as fun as mine is. He's playing like a thief priest. Okay, so a lot of options here. I'm gonna go for playing a lackey. If I play a lackey, maybe it sticks and I can just stick Tog on 6. That's like the most optimistic scenario. So I'm just gonna do this. So yeah, it did stick. Oh my gosh, if Tog sticks, I can then Shadowcaster the Tog. That's insane. So draw a 3 off Wand. Definitely hard cycling. Don't have Dragon Queen Alexstrasza yet. Don't have Zephyrus. A couple key cards here we're missing. Even Flick, maybe. Okay, Vargoth. Vargoth what? Penance? Silence. Vargoth Silence. Not even Penance. Oh, Potion of Madness. Okay, Potion of Madness. Hit the Tog. Really sad because Tog would have been so great to Shadowcast, but it's okay. A-okay. If he had Essence, he would have played Essence earlier, right? Like, I'm still not convinced what he's up to entirely. I could jam Shadow on the 1-4 here. I'm going to do this. Just really good for options. It's not, like, oh, mega powerful. But it's just really good for options. Should I kill Vargoth? I'm going to go ahead and kill Vargoth. I didn't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's a little awkward because I want to play Lothar whenever I have a really big board. I do have a wide board, but it just doesn't have a lot of attack, right? He's like Thief, Big Priest. I don't know. It's weird. Shield of Galakron's a good card. Buff up this. Good pulls, though. So, kill this stuff. Shoot this. Just play out lackeys right now. Make some space in the hand. Deathwing's pretty funny. Fairy Dragon's the easiest to play. I don't know. Primdrake is a dragon with 4 attack, which does, quote unquote, as the legend says, frighten priest, but I think Fairy Dragon is just the easiest to jam. Easiest to jam and not feel bad about, wasting a lot of mana on it. I can go for the wand here, actually. So play this guy, play wand. Yeah, let's do this. I didn't get some of my bigger cards. Now, Bran is absolutely nutty to have whenever you have him costing 0. So Bran will be a lot better later. It's not as set up yet, but later it's going to be very, very good. Once again, just dumping my cards here. I'm going to take a Shiv for card draw. I think I just jammed Cheat Death here for the hand size. I could do Bran into this just to draw 4 cards, but I don't know. I'm not too excited by that either. Oh my gosh, that res is terrible. I almost feel bad for the man, because that is not a good res. So I have a lot of, many things to do here, right? I have Seal. I have Ziliax. I have Shiv, or I can just Dagger. Even have a Backstab. I have a lot of things to play right here. Backstab 1. I'm just really cycling. Turns out that Bran is not a good minion to have in Res Priest, my friend. Dirty Tricks. I could have shivved. What good? Okay, well, yeah, here's a good minion. So far he just has like bad minions in his res pool other than Vargoth, but let's see some good minions now. Can stun it. That's really good for me. Go ahead and stun it. Unfortunately, my opponent did go back really high in health. Here's how I'm going to play this one out, chat. We go Bran, Loatheb, Zola the Loatheb, and now he's locked out, right? He relies on spells, he's locked out, I play a Loatheb a turn. At best, he can afford a Hysteria for the rest of the game. Wait a second. We can do it one more time. We can do it one more time and just play 2 Loathebs a turn. Really crank up the heat. Yeah. Oh, each of them does 2 as well, so I only really need 1 to completely lock him out on spells. So trade here. Trade here. I should have made more board space, right? I'm actually kind of limited on board space. Killed Bran. Okay, we do have 2 slots open. So 2 slots, we go double Loatheb. Might even just lethal him here, and like not this turn, but just because he can't play anything. All he can play is minions. Loathebs really are just soloing, huh? If he gets a bad minion, he's just dead. Yeah, he's just dead.
Thank you. My thanks to you.
I thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
My thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.